Hi, this is Said, and I'm going to be doing a quick review on Steve Wright's Digital Compositing for Film and Video, the Kindle edition, and I'm going to be reviewing it on the iPad. I'm going to be comparing the third edition, which is the latest one, to the second edition, which is the only copy I have in paperback form. So I'm just going to be comparing the two, showing what's different, how it works, if it's worth it, and whatnot. I just also want to note that as of yesterday, the price of the Kindle was actually more than the paperback version. The paperback was $37 and the Kindle was $47, but as of today, the Kindle version went down to $33. So it's a little bit cheaper, and it kind of offers that psychological barrier of having the digital version be cheaper than the print version. So once that happened, I decided to make the purchase, and I'm going to show you guys and just kind of show you the basics to see if this is a purchase you like to make. So rather than carrying this book around, you can just carry it on your Kindle or on your iPad and just save a little bit of space here. So right away, actually, the book opens up. It opens up on the preface, sorry. And to get to the table of contents, you actually have to go to the cover and then go forward. And then from here, you have your table of contents hot linked to throughout the book. And I'm just going to compare a chapter that's I'm going to compare a chapter between the book and the Kindle so we can actually see what the difference is, how it feels, how it flows. Just for shits and giggles, let's go right to chapter 2, which is pulling mats. So let's take a look. Pulling mats. Let's get some light in here. I'm sorry that this review is kind of off the cuff, so bear with me here. The text, for the most part, seems to be the same. We got the standard Steve Wright 2.1, 2.11. Let me see. We got Luma Key Mats text. Same thing here. 1.1, how Luma Key Mats work. And then we got a couple images right there. 2.1, how Luma Key Mats work. And we got the images right here. It's positioned a little bit different, but for the most part, it seems to be the same. And I actually just noticed that some of these figures are hot linked. Let me see what happens when I hit one. Yeah, it looks like it just goes straight to that image. So if you're reading text, there's a figure, a highlighted figure number, click that, just takes you to that. So this link here actually links you to this image right down here. That's not very useful, but it's nice to know it's there, I guess. This is all pretty standard with the book. There is actually one thing I noticed that I need to find for you guys. Let me see. Hold on a second. I should have marked this beforehand so I just would know where to go. But no, I decided to just do it like this, without a script. That way you know it's real, it's raw. We don't fuck around like this. Okay, here we go. Chapter 5.3, let me see. Going to the bookmarks, chapter 5. Actually, I could also, there's this. Chapter 5.3. What am I looking for? Looking after that, well, if anything, this also gives you a chance to look at how it is. Once I can find what I'm looking for. Looking for section 5.3, 5.5. 5.4. Okay, this is actually what I wanted to show you. This is one thing I noticed throughout the book. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. If you look at, let's say, section 5232, goes through this, has a little diagram. There's also a section here with a tip. If you go here, here's a diagram. You come to the tip section, and what? There's no tip. It's empty. Where's the tip? What? There's no tip. It's happened a couple times in the book where I've noticed there's a tip section and it's just blank. Here's the tip, the way it should be, but there are a couple times where there's just no tip. And I'm not too sure, but I think there was a couple times where there should have been an image, but there wasn't. I don't know where it is. I can't find it. It probably was my imagination. Probably wasn't. Who knows? Generally, overall, you know, it is cheaper than the paperback version. It is cool to carry around to keep as a reference. It is a little different. Some people might not like the feel of carrying around a book on a Kindle. I don't mind it. I think it's okay. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that this does not come with the DVD that comes with the book. I personally never ever use the DVDs that come with these books. You might, so you should probably find out. I would probably contact Focal Press directly to see if it does, if you do have the option to download it at a later date, but I'm not too sure about that. So you might want to check into that, or maybe someone will look into that. But yeah, this does not have the DVD. So it is about, it's a couple dollars cheaper on Amazon, but there's no DVDs. So for some of you, the convenience factor might outweigh that factor. I don't care about the DVD. I don't need it. Some of you might. But yeah, there it is. Overall, I kind of dig it. Some of the tips, the missing tips is a little bit annoying, but for the most part, you know, they're tips, so it's not a needed thing. It's just a nice thing to have. But for the most part, the bulk of the book is what I care about. I want to be able to just carry it with me, have the easy access to the math, the reference, pretty pictures, and it's on a Kindle. So when I'm done reading it, I can just open up another app and read some Transformer comics. Okay, this is Saeed, and that's my review for digital compositing for film and video on the Kindle app.